Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 da. Santa's got a little friend, his name is Dominic, the cutest little donkey. You never see him kick. When Santa visits his paisans with Dominic, he'll be.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Token Nerd Podcast, where we ramble on about geeky things ranging from Batman to pop figures to Star Wars. I'm Anthony Pettiford.
And I'm Travis Lykins.
And you just listened to the humble holiday classic, Dominic the Italian Christmas Donkey. We figured let's start the season off right.
Because it's December.
It is December. And there's no snow outside, but there are a lot of gifts to get.
There are a lot of gifts.
Let's just jump into this episode. There are a couple things, a couple crucial topics to bring up this week. Jumping straight in. First of all, Billy D. Williams. He was Harvey Dent in the classic Tim Burton. We're talking about classics. The classic Tim Burton Batman.
Never seen it.
Oh. There was a split second where I thought, oh, he has never seen it. No. Billy D also played Lando Calrissian in The Empire Strikes Back and in the Jedi. Why I blanked on the last one.
That movie.
Yeah, that one movie he made.
Slug.
The giant slug that was not, keeping a sex slave. But no, so Lando. All right. Billy D had planned, I guess he took the role of Harvey Dent in that movie with plans to become Two-Face.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was just an actor who came in on a role. Like he knew that was what he was ultimately
Well, I
going to
think
be.
that's what they sold it to him as.
Yeah.
And then they said, you know what?
We're going to give it to Joel Schumacher and put another, was it Tommy Lee?
Yeah, but kind of what really happened is that the Tim Burton universe kind of went away.
Mm-hmm. And they replaced it.
But they kind of sold it to fans in a way that it was still the same series of movies, but left out that important point that there was already a Harvey Dent.
But no, so now that Billy D is a little bit older, he can't really be Two-Face in the movies anymore. But
he could be like Grandpa Two-Face.
Yeah, I guess it could be like the Dark Knight Returns.
Two-Face Returns.
Yeah, Two-Face Returns. Hello.
2 Chainz.
But no, so Billy D will now be the voice of Two-Face in the upcoming Lego Batman movie. Actually, the new poster was just released, and it was the new poster for the movie, and it just shows Batman running with Robin.
With myriad of characters.
Yeah, myriad of characters, but we'll also get to see Batgirl. And originally, they just sold it as Barbara Gordon was going to be in it as the new police commissioner, but I guess she actually will be Batgirl in the movie. And so in the poster, you can see some Justice League members flying up in the top. You'll see Harley Quinn, you see Joker, you pretty much all of the Batman.
Clayface in there?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. He's right there.
Man, we even get I hope we get a Clayface Lego guy.
They should be out already.
It probably is.
Yeah. But no, so you can actually see the Two-Face. And I just want to point out, he's not the main villain. I get that.
I don't think anybody's the main villain from the looks of that poster.
Not gonna let me zoom in. But yeah, you can see him kind of off on the side, and he kind of reminds me of the way that Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face looked. He has the purple half, and then his hair a little bit longer.
I did love that costume. As bad as that movie was, I really love that costume.
Oh, it could have been simple, just the black and white, like in the animated series. That's what we want.
No, that's what you wanted.
You're right. That's what I wanted.
Other people may have wanted something else.
No, everyone else is stupid. But no. So, where's your take? Are you, like we said, this isn't going to be a big thing. It's going to be a side moment. It's just like when he voiced Lando Calrissian in the Lego movie. He came in with Han, and they had a quick line or two.
I suspect that this movie is still going to be better than the Batman movie.
Oh yeah, no,
and I'm excited that he kind of gets to guess be vindicated.
Mhm.
He gets to finish the role even if he has to play it as a little
He found the
Lego,
finish line.
little Lego guy. So that's probably really awesome for him, and I'm sure, like you said, it'll just be like a couple little lines here and there because I'm sure they're not going to pay a whole lot of money for him to be voicing
No.
things.
Um,
And if he's not the main villain, then what is he going to be doing? He could just be in like a villain lair, and they're
Mhm.
just like,
yeah. But no, so the movie will have Will Arnett as Batman, Michael Cera as Robin, Rosario Dawson, Rosario.
Rosario, yeah.
She will be Barbara Gordon and apparently Batgirl. Zach Galifianakis will be Joker, and now we know Billy D. Williams will be Two-Face.
Mark Hamill's too busy, huh?
Yeah, apparently. For this universe, I guess they wanted someone a little bit more.
Zach Galifianakis, between two ferns.
Yeah, it's just the Lego version. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. But the Batman Lego movie will be coming out February 10th, 2017. Moving right along, we've got Detective Pikachu. What was it? 2 months ago, we had talked about how Legendary Entertainment has gotten the rights to the Pikachu and Pokemon franchises, and they were going to bring out God knows how many movies. It's going to be like the Minions. Like they're just going to be weird, inconsistent.
We're keeping you guys abreast with information on this movie.
But there is no real information to give you except for it's going to be about a talking Pikachu, who's a detective, and it's going to be live action, like but the Pikachu obviously. it's like a cat. It's a painted cat.
I'm still going with a man in a Pikachu costume.
That would be really funny. But no, so this kind of was on the heels of Pokemon Go. And
it was kind of like at the same time.
It came right after.
Well, like it kind of like that we knew there was going to be a movie.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. And then when Pokemon Go came out, it was like, oh, it's a Detective Pikachu. Yeah, and we were all like, what?
And we were bummed.
And then we thought they were going to cancel it and make a Pokemon Go movie,
which would have been 10 times better. But
a live action Pokemon Go movie. It's just people walking around on their cell phones.
But no, the whole point of this was a delector. We are just jumbling easy words today.
That's mostly you.
Well, under the bus. But no, they have found a director, and that is Rob Letterman. Rob has been known for directing various movies such as like Shark Tales, Gulliver's Travels, the new Goosebumps movie, Aliens or Monsters vs. Aliens.
They're all fairly
okay.
Yeah, and they're all fairly well-known movies.
Yeah.
As far as
well, Gulliver's Travel was awful. Shark Tales was
famously on TV.
Yeah, it was on TV quite a few times. And Monsters vs. Aliens was a DreamWorks property that people actually really liked. It didn't go very far. It got a bunch of like holiday specials.
Lost its legs, huh?
Mm-hmm. But no, there's no release date. I guess they're gonna start putting together a script and somehow form a plot out of this whole.
If we get a Pikachu with a little fedora on, I'm in.
Is it a fedora? I thought the Sherlock Holmes hat.
Oh yeah, that could be good too.
With, like the two bills on both sides.
And he has like a little magnifying glass.
This is 2017. We don't need those. But yeah, so keep an eye out. For some reason, we are looking out for Detective Pikachu. Like I said, no release date, but I can assume it'll probably be 2018.
Yeah, probably. And by then, Pokemon Go will be dead, so nobody will go see this movie.
It depends on what they do. The most recent event was for Thanksgiving. They gave you extra Stardust and extra experience points for a whole week.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they've released Ditto. The other thing.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Do you have a Ditto yet?
I've stopped playing this game, but I see people. Like I was added to like a Pokemon Go.
Oh, the Dayton one.
Yeah, the Dayton one. And I see people, like the same 4 people, posting stuff in there frequently.
Yeah, one of which is Ben.
Yes, exactly. And like you basically see the same few people playing. That tells me that less people are playing, because that group used to get a bunch of people commenting, and then now it's down to only a few. And also the fact that the Ditto thing was like it's almost like a gimmick to get more people to play again, because they are seeing like these things they are doing are like gimmicks to get people to come back and play.
Yeah.
So we'll give you the ghost at Halloween and we'll do this.
But the Halloween one worked.
Yeah.
But
you can't
this
always
one wasn't.
You can't always repeat the same success over and over again.
Well, here's what they could do: is one, they'll have the legendary event, Who knows when that will be? When they release Mewtwo, Mew, and then the legendary birds.
Yeah. So they're sandbagging us, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, but like we still have 6 generations to go, 7 generations to go, or 6.
Yeah, but
7 out.
I don't think that the latter Pokemon, I don't think they drive the same excitement that the original 151 did. Because like even when I play like the newer versions of the game, I mean this might just be because I'm old,
That's one thing.
But I just catch like the Pokemon and I don't even really take the time to learn. Like,
well, it's not that. It's okay. So look around this room, right?
Yep.
It's a collecting thing. Like the more that are out there, they could make them up. There's no longer.
Yeah.
Eventually they'll have shiny Pokemon. So we are going to go after the shiny Pokemon too. Like it's just to complete the Pokedex.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that aspect of it, and I think that's why it works for a lot of times for like younger folks as well. Because dropping some marketing knowledge on people. Apparently, millennials don't want to buy anything; they just want to like have things on their phone. Like this is like a marketing thing where like people in like companies are having trouble selling things that historically have sold well to people like collectibles, because now people like to collect experiences and like stickers on their phone apparently.
Experiences.
Like so collecting experiences, like I go to said concert, I go to said location.
Like you the moment.
So you're collecting experiences, not things. That's one aspect of the millennial. And then the other aspect of the millennial is, well, I don't want to buy that. I'll just take a picture of it and save it on my phone. Gotcha. Like that's the other like issue that marketing and all these things are having. So they're creating these things like Pokemon Go is a great example where you collect.
Yeah.
You go on your phone and you just collect. And then you look and you're like, oh, I collected all these things, but you really just collected nothing. So like,
no, I get you.
So I understand that aspect of what Pokemon and just creating Pokemon just to create Pokemon. But I feel like with the original 151, people took a lot of time to understand this Pokemon does this. And if I do this, then this Pokemon will turn into this. And like all that kind of stuff. I feel like with the latter Pokemon, people didn't really do that. They just caught them to catch them. Yeah. Like I do that all the time where I'm just like, oh, I don't know what this Pokemon is, but I don't have it. So, okay. And I feel like the connection is not there. So I don't know how well adding more Pokemon just to add more Pokemon will get people to play, because I don't feel like a lot of people that are playing have that connection. Because a lot of this was nostalgia too.
Yeah.
Like people that I haven't played Pokemon in 15 years and they wouldn't know a Blaziken if you showed it to them. You know, like,
yeah, and I get.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, to me, that's why I don't think.
Well, that's also the older crowd. So,
yeah.
But what we've realized is, as cool as this was for us older people, like
little kids are loving it.
Little kids are loving it, and also like
families are loving it too.
Yes, and
it's a cheap way to entertain little kids.
Yeah, and like when I go down to Riverscape and I walk around, you see.
Are there people still there?
Yeah,
I haven't been in a while.
There's still like their families, grandparents with kids. When I was subbing and we were talking about Pokemon, like. You know, a lot of kids didn't know. They knew Pikachu, obviously, and Charizard, but they didn't know.
Everybody knows Pikachu.
You know, Venonat, and now everyone knows what a Venonat is.
Nobody wants it, and nobody still wants it.
Yeah, but for a lot of people, the original 51 or 151 are new to them.
Yeah, that's true. I will agree with that, specifically if it's like a child.
Yeah, and so like for you, you were at the you're older, so when the first game came out, you knew the 151 or 150, and then for me, I knew the 151, but I was also really into like the second generation, third generation, when I was still a kid when they came out.
Yeah, but I feel like the second and third generation were still stronger than. It's getting stupid. Pile of sand is the jump the shark.
No, I purposely
caught a pile of sand.
Yeah, purposely caught one, and or it's a
pile of sand's jumping.
Sandgas was the original form, and I trained it. But yeah,
it's like they're jumping the shark because they're running out of ideas. Because I mean, literally, how many Pokemon are there now? 8 something.
800. You're right.
Yeah, so I mean, like you're basically like, what goofy shapes can I put together and drive a stupid name for it? And there you go, it's a Pokemon.
Yeah. I'm actually just pulling up to see how many Pokemon there actually are. It's 802.
802
is where we're at. We were gonna move on to some other topics, but I actually want to just
explore this a little more.
Yeah, let's explore this for a second because I actually went out and got Sun and Moon. So Addison and I went out on the night of the game. We got in line. That's
there
where
was
I got
a line.
This cool GameStop Mystic Band.
Man, you went to GameStop too.
Yeah, in the mall.
Keeping
We
the businesses
felt like
in
we broke into the
business.
mall at midnight. We got there and there was a cleaning crew and we just like slipped in with them, and it's eerie to be in the mall at night.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's freaky, and so we got in line and there were people. We got there and there was no one in line. We're just like, oh, maybe this is like wasn't supposed to be a big event, like kind of awkward. We walk inside and there's like 25 people sitting on the floor playing Pokemon.
Pokemon Go,
And
or like on
no,
their
playing
3DS.
Pokemon 3DS games. And
Yeah, 3DS. That's my thing right there.
I played Pokemon. I played all of them, but I was never competitive.
Yeah, I just like playing by myself. I don't want to play with other people.
Everyone like they were talking to each other by their game names. They were talking about their strategies. It was
pet.
It was cool. it was a cool thing to see and hear them talk about. But it was like,
that's when you realize
one guy got really into it. I remember he was sitting next to me in Addison. He was just like, this guy just threw out a Tauros. How insulting! And yeah, he got really into it. And Addison were like, this is crazy. And but
no, this is a good moment for you because we often feel like we're fairly nerdy, like all the time, and then you go to something like that, and then you're like,
there's always a bigger fish.
yeah. Like you're not as nerdy as these other people, but like it's not a bad thing. It's just I feel like I and people we hang out with, while we are nerdy, most of us have a breadth of nerd. We're not like super into one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get really, 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 really super into one thing, that's when it's a little weird.
But this was the gaming community. Like, I mean, they were down to strategies, and I mean, but
we're just like casual gamers.
Yeah,
we're like the casual gamer fan.
That should be it. That should be our thing. It was so much fun.
We're the casual gamer fans.
Casual movie fan.
Actually, that'd be a funny podcast if somebody started the casual gamer fan.
Yeah, and it's like, I guess Red Redemption, is that the big game everyone loves?
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption. It's coming out. Like everybody's been waiting on it for like 15 years or 10 years,
and
we'll
casually talk about it because I have no idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I feel like we have like a generic coverage of video games. We could talk casually about it and then just get lit up on the internet by all the people that hate us because we know nothing about video games.
I would love that. But no, so we got Sun and Moon, went home at midnight, and then we played for a little bit before we had to go to work. And so right off the bat, the differences between Sun and Moon are your backpacks are different. These are just minor things. So you get to pick your you can customize your character.
Okay. You get a new hat.
You can get different hats. It's customizable.
Okay, I'm in. You can get a different hat. I'm in.
You can skin color and then sex. You can change, and then eventually, like they offer you contacts. You can change your eye color.
Just what I've always needed to do.
But I get it because it's not like how in the first game you were just a blank character. In this one, you actually play a role. Like you have you are from Kanto.
Yeah, but X and Y let me like change my look and everything, and I still didn't look anything like myself in this game.
Well, yeah, they don't have any more options, and that's the and eventually we'll get there, but it wasn't there for this.
But here's my thing though: I can go on Nintendo Wii and create a character that looks just like me as a me. Why can't I do this in Pokemon?
Yeah. Well, so I think one of the things is that the game has so much in it, it stalls a lot. When I say stalls, it like when you when I first started, when you transition from screen to screen, there was a lag. Like it would go black for like
it could be just that the system's getting towards the end of its life, and these games like the processors can't keep up with it or something. It could be a myriad of things.
Yeah,
like
and my 3DS was one of the original ones.
Yeah, I think mine was like Wave 2, so it'd be interesting to see once I get the game if I experience the same thing.
Yeah, but when I say lag, like the lag was like 3 seconds, but when you're playing, you're like, if it's not instant, you're bugged.
It's because we're used to cell phones, instant gratification.
So with the game, there's one other big difference is with Sun and Moon.
Yep.
It's flipped. So whereas I play, Addison got Sun, I got Moon. We started our game at midnight. I went straight into night mode. Addison went straight to day mode. So it's just switched. So your AM PM are switched.
Okay.
And then there's one is Rockroof, which is a dog, and in Sun it turns into like a coyote looking one, and then in Moon it turns into like a werewolf. One of my favorite ones.
Okay.
You get So you have your mother character, and she plays a role, but this is a story-driven game. I mean,
Yeah.
almost painful how much story there is.
So it's not just like an X and Y where I feel like I'm just wandering around and somebody says, you should go here.
Well,
okay,
for the
I'll
first,
walk that
I
way.
won't lie, the first part of the game, I'm just button mashing because I don't want to read it all, and then I have no idea where I'm going. But there's so you get there's a Rotom, and Rotom was the electric ghost Pokemon that came out 2 gens ago. Well, it's in your Pokedex, and
like
it's actually
already given to you?
Yeah,
Sweet.
but it doesn't
Anytime they
battle.
give you something free, that's cool.
Yeah, we're millennials. We like free things, right?
Yeah, collecting free stuff.
But no, so it will navigate you. It helps you when if you don't know where you're going. It like, oh, we should go here. So it's a nice thing to have.
Yeah. It's kind of like the little fairy in Zelda.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like gives you a little bit of an idea if you're lost or whatever.
The team. So you have that, and then in this game, you're on basically it's Alola, and you are trying to collect trial, like not talismans, but you pass trials, and then once you do that, you like mastered the Alola
Okay.
trials. So at one point, like you'll go into an area and you
fight a Pokemon.
Well, yeah, there's totem Pokemon at the end, and they're bigger, stronger versions. Like in my game, the first one was a giant Raticate, Ghost Raticate, or not Ghost Raticate, but the Dark Raticate. And
They couldn't get a Rattata.
there were a bunch of Rattatas, but there's another feature. Wild Pokemon can call for help now.
What is this? Like, am I an Uber driver of Pokemon? I don't need people calling me for help.
But so there's that, and so like at one point I was battling this. I think it was a Rattata, and it kept calling for help.
Help!
And like so every time I'd beat one,
yeah,
another one would pop up, and it went on forever.
So you have to help it.
Like,
you can't just leave it there for crying.
You could run away, but like what I'm saying is, so if I'm battling a Pokemon, the wild Pokemon can call for help, and another Pokemon will come to battle with you. So it's 2 against 1.
Like that thing with the it's like the thing where they're like a herd of them attack you all at the same time, except for it starts out as one and then a herd joins it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha.
But it only goes to 2.
Okay.
The evil team in this one is Team Skull. Cool logo, but the funny part is like they're losers, and you can acknowledge it. Like when they're like, "Oh, you remember us?" and you just say no, and then they get irritated because you don't remember them.
They have a much better name than the X and Y.
Team Flare.
Yeah, that was a really bad one.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil too much. There's another little like twist in the game when it comes down to villains. But another like cool feature is in the last game, X and Y, you had the Mega Evolutions.
Yeah.
That was the big thing. And that was cool. A lot of people hated it, but I thought Mega Evolution was cool. In this one they added Z power. And so like your character can do a dance. Like they do this like it's not a dance, but like these moves that you do, and then your Pokemon can react to it, like your hearts or whatever combined.
Do I have to move, like stand up and move?
No, your character does.
Okay.
And when I saw them, I'm like, this is dumb. But as you play the game, it's kind of cool. They only can used once per battle. But some Pokemon like Snorlax. So if you got the game soon, you can still get a mystery gift, and it's a Munchlax, and it comes with Snorlax I think they're the and it has I think it's like seismic pancake or something, and it and so their Snorlax is like a Giga. It works with certain moves.
Yeah.
So like I think it was Giga Rush or something like that. And so the Snorlax jumps in, like does a giant body slam, and it does more damage, and it has its own little cutscene.
Yeah. See, I'm really bad with Pokemon because like all I do is basically just keep building my Pokemon up to where they just have a really high like rate.
Yeah.
And just pound everybody. Like I don't actually know any of like the strategy to this game. I just basically the same thing I do when I go bowling. I just throw the ball as hard as I can and pray for the best. That's what I do with the Pokemon as well. I just level them up as high as I can, and then just hit them with the strongest move I've got, and just hope that it takes them out.
Yeah. And that's kind of where this game went. One thing I don't like is I don't like the group experience share.
So like if we were playing together?
No, so like it's when you're battling, but every Pokemon in your party gets experience.
Oh, I like that because that helps me build my Pokemon up as strong as I can.
I know, but so
you can turn that off.
Huh?
You can turn that off.
You can. I just for me
because you could turn it off in X and the Ruby.
Yeah.
Thing.
And I get it's for kids,
It's for me.
Okay, it's for people like Travis. And so I say I don't like it, but I still used it the entire time. But like
Jenny doesn't like it either. I told her about it. She was like, "That's a horrible idea."
because I've had Pokemon that I didn't even battle with.
Yeah.
I didn't touch the entire game.
Yeah.
And
that's how I'm
they're
gonna
level
get
60.
That's how I'm gonna get my like Mudchoke.
Oh, that's the other thing. So there.
Can I transfer my Mudchoke from my Ruby to my X and Y?
Yeah. Well, yes, my Blaziken I've had from Ruby and Sapphire from when I was like 12.
Holy crap! I
I've
need
had
to
that
be,
longer than
I
I've
need
had
to
a
be
pet.
transferring my Pokemon over because my Ruby ones are super strong.
Yeah. So I don't like. I'm gonna linger on this topic, and we still have other stuff to talk about. But one, the fire type, I promise you that the fire type was supposed to be a firefighting, and they went, "Oh, we can't do that again," because like the last several have been Blaziken, Imbor. It was just those two, but then this would be the third one. I mean, it looks like a cat wrestler. Like
Yeah, it does.
His body motions are of a wrestler, but they made him a dark type. So I guarantee you, it was like as they went through, they went.
I do love me a Blaziken.
Yeah,
he's a
my
very
favorite.
useful Pokemon.
But no. So I started with Rollit, which is the grass flying type. It's an owl. Addison started with Litten. It's the fire cat, and then there was Pello.
Like the
Popplio.
the Squirtle replacement.
Yeah, well, it's a seal. And for the most part, they're all really cool.
This is Toucan.
Yeah, there's Toucanon.
Toucanon.
So that's like the Pidgey of this place.
It's like the two chains of Pokemon.
Toucanon. So, but with this game, like I did my best not to look at the Pokedex because it's fun to like experience the new ones. So I tried my best not to look at them. There's this one called Wishy Washy. We already talked about
Wishy-Washy.
It's one of my favorite
He's
Pokemon.
Back.
But yeah, for the most part, like so I haven't seen him before. But so
is that a donkey? Scroll
back
down. This is perfect for our show
laptop.
Since we started with a donkey song.
Yeah, well, my laptop was all freezing up. But so you don't have HM slaves in this one.
Okay.
So the HM slaves, for you who aren't familiar with Pokemon and terms, you'd have Surf. So you always have that Pokemon use Surf and Fly with you and Strength.
Yeah, what's kind of annoying with that, even in all the games, is that I always end up adding that power to some Pokemon, and then I have to like keep him with me all the time.
Yeah, but for the most part, Surf is a very useful move. Fly is a use like in battle.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like I always feel like Strength or something, like moving the rocks around. It's like, oh, I have to keep this Pokemon just in case.
Yeah.
And then like I feel like there's like two Pokemon then that after I get all these moves that I have to have.
Then I should have brought my Game Boy with me to show you. So they don't have that anymore. You have a register.
Okay.
And so the register was people will like offer you, you can register a Pokemon. So if you need it, hit this button and a Pokemon will come meet you. Like instead of Fly, you hit this button and a Charizard picks you up. And
that's convenient.
And you change into
it's like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So there's like so your character changes into a suit, like a adds this like a safety suit, and he jumps on this Charizard, has like handles on the back, and he flies away with you. You have that for Fly. You have a Lapras for Surf. You have a Sharpedo, so while you're surfing, you can break through rocks. There's a Mudsdale, which is a horse, and you can walk across like sharp rocks.
Interesting.
There's a Machamp.
Yes.
And the Machamp is used for Surf. Well, all these Pokemon you have to be on, so that Machamp, is holding you like a baby, and its upper two arms pushes the rock. So a lot of the game, I just play with Machoke carrying me around. For the most part, if you're in the wild, you can interact with people while being carried around by your Machoke. So I think that was kind of funny.
So I don't know if you've like looked at the Pokemon like figures that are at stores right now, but there's a Machoke. I almost bought it. I don't know why. I just
where'd you see it at?
It was at Target.
Okay.
I was just walking through and I was like, oh my god, I must buy this. And I was like, I'm not buying this.
Yeah, not worth it.
Like, I don't know why I love that Pokemon so much, but I do. Like everybody, I feel like attaches onto a Pokemon. They've decided that's the Pokemon that like represents them, and that's the Pokemon that I gravitated towards.
I would say for Halloween, I've wanted to do this for a long time. Is be a Machoke or Machamp. So you put fake arms down here and you just tie a string and you walk around. I think that'd be hilarious.
You could also double that. You could paint it the next year and be that guy from Mortal Kombat.
You could. So yeah, there's all these different things, and then one cool thing is there's a Pokemon League.
Ooh, Pokemon League.
But they added it's brand new, so you were the first champion.
Oh, this is like in the game.
Yeah, in the
I
game.
thought you meant like we would go and like rock paper scissors league and we'd go battle
no.
each other like at a conference.
And this one doesn't have legendary Pokemon. Well, it does. It has Lunala and then
Lunala, I like that name.
Solio or whatever the lion's name is. But they're Ultra Beasts.
Ooh.
Now they've even mentioned it like in the other games there was Dialga and Palkia and Giratina. They all like were in different dimensions, and so the idea is that there are different realms, and sometimes these wormholes open up and these Ultra Beasts come through, and so one of the plot lines is being Ultra Beasts.
Sweet.
And, so it's kind of cool. It's not.
I'm interested. I'm gonna probably pick it up.
So
I have to play like with video games. I have to beat the one I currently have, or if I don't have that like desire to go buy another game, I won't beat the game I'm currently playing because I bought the new game. So I feel like I'm wasting my money on the game I bought previous. Yeah. So I make sure that I force myself to finish before I'll go buy the other one. Well, not finish as in like complete the whole Pokedex, but like at least beat the storyline and then I can move on.
Well, there's a cool little thing where once you beat the Elite Four, you journey on and like there's like an invitation you get. And it's like meet by this giant tree and you go there and it's red and blue from the original games. And they're adults now.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you got to go play red and blue like in the new.
No, that'd be cool though. But no, you get to battle them. And my first time battling red, he used a Pikachu, the new quick attack. It slaughtered me. And it used quick attack mostly and then volt tackle.
Wait. So you've already beat this game? Mm-hmm. You've had it like what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Man, wish I had free time.
But let that
is this the end? Because I have a little ending for our video game review.
I don't want to go too much into it. I'd recommend getting it. Cool Pokemon. There are Alolan forms, which we talked about a couple times. There's like the Dark Meowth. I didn't know there was a Geodude.
That's another Pokemon I really like.
Yeah, so there's an Alolan Geodude, and it's goofy, but it's cool because it's a Rock Electric.
Rock Electric.
Okay. But yeah, so I definitely recommend getting it. Tons of different things you can do. It's story driven, but I still think I liked X and Y better. But I mean, the characters in this game I thought were really cool.
Yeah, you get what you get. Sometimes it sounds like they put a little too much story in it, but we'll get over it.
Yeah.
So that ends the casual video game corner edition of our portion of our show.
Casual video game corner. Game corner.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna check it out. I'll probably buy it and just not open it or something until I beat X and Y.
Yeah.
Because so I just bought X and Y like a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't want to buy another one right now.
All right. Well, we'll get back on to track, and that is with the fact that Alpha 5. So we were going to save this for the Mighty Skeptic Power Ranger segment videos that we do.
It's our continuing segments.
Yeah. So Alpha 5, who is going to be voiced by Bill Hader. Thank you. I like it.
Aye.
Yeah. So sometimes I figure I need to sit on things for a little bit, and I've had time to sit on this project or this property and really focus on the Alpha, because Alpha 5 is a little robot assistant in
kind of goofy looking.
Universe. And in this new version, he looks like the robot from Man of Steel, from like Killix.
It's like they gave him like a kind of humanoid body.
Mm-hmm. So he has long arms. He has these two like giant energy efficient light bulb eyes.
There's a CFL on his eye.
And
he has a flying saucer for a head.
Yeah, and like there's a big orb in the center of his head, or like in the middle of his head, and it looks like a galaxy.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's consistent with how the Power Rangers look. Like the Rangers themselves, they look like.
Yeah.
And like Travis said before, is when we talked off mic, is that he has a little bit of pot belly. A little cute little pot belly.
I can't wait to see how he walks.
Yeah.
Because he look like right now, all we have is
like
like
big orangutan lock.
yeah, all we have is like a picture of like I don't even know if it's like a finished thing or if it's just like a rendering of what they're gonna
It's
use.
concept art, but
Yeah.
if you go to rangernation.com,
we can see a toy
yeah, you can see
version
the
of
toy
him,
version of him.
which looks very similar to the concept art, but it's just I don't know.
Yeah, the 5-inch Alpha 5 action figure, the alien tech meets teenagers with attitude, meet Alpha 5.
See, I think my
robot
biggest thing with
companion.
this is, I mean, and we'll figure it out once they start showing more footage of what he's doing, is I just can't see him talking. Like,
Oh, I don't like this. They said although Alpha's mind has a bit Alpha's mind has a bit of a screw loose, his heart's in the right place. So they're gonna make him crazy.
he was always crazy.
Yeah, but I Alpha always knew what he was doing.
Yeah. My question with Alpha has always been, is he like part human or is he just straight up robot?
No, because remember there was that episode that he was from the Masked Rider universe.
Yeah.
I've have to rewatch those episodes, but
Yeah, I don't know, because like he just has he has a lot of like decision making capabilities. I mean, he must be just like a full on robot. That
that's true.
he's like he's just like he's super like robot and like people. The difference is like decision making capability, but he has a ton of decision making capability. And with this, he almost looks like he's got like
Looks like E.T.
Yeah, there we go. He looks like E.T., but not as cute.
Yeah,
not as cute at all. But
E.T. looked like a dry turd, so that's saying something.
So, but E.T. was just so cute. Oh man, I love that little guy.
But yeah, so Alpha 5. I'm like, if we took off the eyes, I think I'd be happier with it.
Yeah, they just awkwardly are off to the side of his head, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense.
I liked how his face used to be like there was that line, like
it always reminded me of
like Geordi from Star Trek.
I was gonna say it always reminded me of Geordi from Star Trek,
or Cyclops,
or like Knight Rider when the little light went across the front of the car, and like Alpha's eyes would light up and go like across like that.
But yeah, so I'm for it. I'm assuming that this is the one thing where you're like, I think it's funny because I was for it, and you went, they jumped the shark. Yep. Normally Travis is on the fence about everything. With this one,
they jumped the shark.
Actually, finally got a reaction out of Travis.
Yeah, I mean,
we don't agree again.
Well, when they showed the Megazord and then they showed this, I mean, I was already like leaning towards this movie's going to be god awful, but it's getting worse. It's getting way worse, and every time they show something, it's telling me that it's worse. Yeah. So I believe, and I'm going to make the statement, and you're going to be like, no, it's too early to say it. This is going to be a bad movie.
Okay. Well, no, I'm just happy that you finally.
They've made too many bad decisions to turn back. It's going to be bad. But they're going to own it. I can tell. Like they're not going to like whatever we say. They are not going to be like, oh, we got to go back and change it. They're going to own this new world. So it just, to me, it's so not good.
Yeah, right now I'm looking online. I saw like concept images of the new Zords. Real quick. Let's see. No, I just see the final Megazord. But no, they had. Oh, here's one. So there's the pterodactyl.
Yeah.
It looks like a compound bow.
It does. They were like, "Oh man, what could the pterodactyl
look right here.
be?"
So is that a putty?
Yeah. No, that's
a putty.
That is a putty.
Ah, look at that. So we got a little.
It looks like a little
looks
turd.
Like Swamp Thing.
Looks like a little turd.
Have you watched Comic Historians Power Ranger?
No, I have not.
You need to, because if they made a movie like that, that'd be pretty awesome.
I just
remember that.
People
can't see what we're looking at. I just put up an image from the Power Ranger movie from like 94, 95, and at one point the Rangers can change their helmet.
Yep.
And the red. That's what I thought Alpha 5's head should look like. Right? Kind of the line, the scanning line.
I think that instead of going to see this movie, you should probably just watch that old movie. And
watch Power Ranger Turbo. That was a good movie.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
that kid is awful.
Okay, the kid was awful, but it had a story. It was.
It's like Cousin Oliver. They jumped the shark.
I think the alien's name was Oliver. Then we have quick look at the tiger.
Yep. I'm okay with that one.
Okay.
It kind of looks like a transformer, but I'm okay with that.
Next we're gonna pull up if I can. There it is. This monstrosity. So we have the mastodon, which looks like a Hercules beetle. It has 8 legs.
Yep.
It is a mess.
Yeah.
It's an absolute mess.
Yep. Does it have a snout?
I think it's a gun.
It
There
has
are
a-
a lot of guns.
It has a gun.
There are a lot of guns.
I
On
wonder if it
these.
shoots lasers or if
It
it
has
shoots
to.
bullets.
I know it's tough. Let's. We've seen the T-Rex toy.
I think the big problem I have with this whole thing.
It looks good except for the Triceratops.
Yeah.
Looks good except for the fact that it has 6 legs.
See, like, I think the biggest thing that I find an issue with this whole, we're arguing about the concept of a Zord, is when you think about it, all of the Zords are ridiculous. Like, in the whole idea is ridiculous. But this Zord combination has jumped the shark so hard that we cannot accept the ridiculousness. Like, that's what's going on.
So I remember this concept art came out. It wasn't concept art, but it was like a fan creation of what the Megazord should look like. And it's the T-Rex, and it looks good because you can see where the Ranger's inside of it.
Yeah, and the metal's like kind of, it's got like,
it's not an
levels of
exosuit.
metal. Yeah,
and that's what the what's it called? Dinosaurs should look like
I think
the Autobots, the Dinobots.
I was going to say, I think that this concept art should be taken over by the Transformer people so they can do
stop screwing up.
So they can do Beast Wars.
I'm just waiting for Ninzord to make an appearance in the game.
In the movie, you mean?
In the movie, yeah.
I'm waiting on. I mean, you said they signed up for like 5 movies, right?
No, that was Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, well, how many? I thought they made multiple movies. Like they agreed for multiple movies on this, or options for multiple movies.
Yeah, they're options.
Okay.
Like they could, but I mean, they have the rights to it.
Basically, if they don't reveal the Green Ranger in this movie and they just kind of tease it, the next movie, they're gonna bait it along so that they guarantee a second movie. Because if they throw the Green Ranger in there, they know that movie will be popular.
Well, I'll be okay if they just make him the White Ranger. Like let Rita be the Green Ranger, destroy it, and then bring him straight to the White Ranger.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, because I mean, really, the storyline of the old show doesn't really matter because the only reason they did it the way they did is because they ran out of footage.
Yeah.
So the Green Ranger and the White Ranger don't have to be the same person.
No. But they could, and Tommy could come in. I know everyone's waiting for Tommy to show up. I honestly wouldn't mess with that. I wouldn't worry about.
They just make him Johnny. Johnny.
But yeah, so Power Rangers is coming out March 24th, 2017. Travis and I will be in the front of the theater.
We're under 6 months, people.
Yeah.
We will be live streaming from the movie.
I just need to see, and Travis pointed this out. I keep saying, I need this. I'm okay with Alpha. I'm not okay with the Zords. I'm not okay with the Megazord. I don't like the way it looks. But I really will say this is garbage if Zordon has arms and legs.
And it's just Bill Cranston or whatever his name.
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston just standing there.
Just be his head.
He's just standing there like I am Zordon.
So I really hope that it's like Zordon. So like they're not just 5 power points. There's just only 5 left.
Yeah.
Like there were armies of them.
Yeah,
I think Rangers even says I've killed Rangers before.
So when I didn't reveal this earlier in the our mighty skeptic thoughts. To me, when I first had the inkling that this was going to be bad, is when they started jumping and it was like they were like falling with style. Because they were just
when they jumped across the creek.
I was like,
ravine.
this seems like they're making some bad ideas here. They're making some bad decisions, and now it's starting to tumble out of control.
Well, come on, in the original one, to get places, they're like, we need to go, and then the next scene is them doing a flip into the battle.
I was okay with that. I was
course.
totally okay with that.
Of course. All right, we're gonna move on to the final topic of this morning, this afternoon, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy teaser trailer 2, because we can't just have a trailer anymore. It has to be a teaser trailer.
After a teaser trailer.
Yeah. So this was a 2-minute long teaser trailer.
I am Groot.
So like we were talking, you see Star-Lord. It kind of gives I guess it might be the first battle, Like,
that's going to be like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm almost sure that that big monster is going to be like 5 minutes, and that looked like a lot of work to have like a 5 minute thing.
But this movie just brings back to the point, like, this is the fun movie. Like, this is the fun.
They got the music going.
Yeah, the music worked.
They got the jokes coming from Rocket.
Yeah, so the Rocket Groot relationship, I told Travis before or off mic that I was almost sure that they were going to have Groot grow back and be an adult or be a tall adult again, but they realized, hey, we can make a ton of money off of Baby Groot toys, and Baby Groot is adorable.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
I can't stop this feeling. But no, it's so there's a little scene and you see Baby Groot talking to Rocket, and I guess they have a bomb set up in this like asteroid thing, and it's like, okay, now this will kill us all. Don't push this button. I am Groot. No.
Repeat after me.
I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. No. It looks adorable. And then you see Mantis. We have our first shot of Mantis, and she is talking, and she can tell what
people are feeling.
Yeah, people are feeling. Peter Quill couldn't stop that feeling.
Yeah, she gave away his secret.
Yeah,
about,
that he has feelings for Gamora, and then Drax starts to laugh. That must be so embarrassing.
Do me.
Yeah, do me. So what Avengers really didn't get. And my favorite part about Avengers is when you see them talk to each other, like they interact with each other.
Yeah.
But really, they all just argue and they don't get along.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the Guardians of the Galaxy, like, they work.
Yeah.
Like, they click. In the first movie, they didn't really know each other and they kind of like butted heads a lot. But now it's like it all works. Like, I bet Rocket Raccoon is the mentor figure for his friend.
Yeah. I think the difference though in the Guardians of the Galaxy versus Avengers though is that the Guardians of the Galaxy are kind of working towards a goal together. The Avengers only come together to defeat something they can't defeat on their own, and they have their own agendas. Mm-hmm. So like they're only there because they almost kind of have to be.
Yeah.
Like they're not there to be a team. They're just a team because, well, if I work with you guys, we'll get rid of whatever this is, and then I'll go back and do my own thing. Mm-hmm. So like I think that's the reason why that team dynamic is so much better in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I agree. But no, it looks fun. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm excited. When's that one coming out?
It comes out
like April, right?
Yeah, I just closed the window. And
my computer fail.
My computer's been really
okay. It comes
slow.
out sometime next year.
It comes out. Doesn't say.
Okay.
I didn't write it.
Okay,
down.
So it comes out sometime next year. We'll talk about that in our next episode.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy version 2,
volume 2.
So far, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm completely in. It looks just like a ton of fun.
I was actually in after the last movie. So
well, everyone was, and I was the first person back when we did Dynamic Buzz. Me and John were talking about it, and I said this is gonna be a terrible idea because it's a B-list property. But Marvel proved they could make
the B-list properties are the best ones for them because nobody really
May 5th,
knows.
2017.
Nobody really knows anything about them. So like they can do whatever they want, and people aren't sitting there. That's not Batman, like.
Yeah, no, I know. One thing I will say is, I think Avengers after, they take on Thanos.
Yeah.
The movie that will come out will be the Squadron Supreme, which is like their ripoff of the Justice League.
Yeah.
So they can have. I think that.
Well, I think they're going to rest the Avengers because everybody's going to have Avengers fatigue by then. Like.
No, I know, but I think like. For the sake of what, like that being their last movie for a while, Avenger movie would be the Avengers versus the Justice League, and that's what the Squadron is. But that's out there. If the CW doesn't do it first, CW might make their own Avenger like team, and the next crossover movie is them beating up on the Revengers.
Yeah.
But yeah. So folks, thanks for listening to this episode of the Token Nerd Podcast. Before I forget, so we are sponsored by Tenacious Toys. And
your source for designer toys, art, and more.
There you go. So they've been sponsoring us throughout the year, and with their help, we are giving a special holiday mystery giveaway. I know I kind of a lot of words. So we have a nice little package wrapped up for you.
Yeah.
And we will be sending it out. The giveaway will start tomorrow. So today is Sunday. So on Monday, December 5th, You can get onto any of your social medias and you share or repost
the image.
Yep, the image, and use the hashtag Token Holiday.
And then Token Holiday is not going to work. Token Holiday Nerd. There we go.
Token Holiday Nerd.
Yep.
Okay. And you'll be able to use that hashtag so we can find you, and we will get you entered in. And so in 2 weeks, I think we'll let this one last a little bit longer than we normally do, and then we'll ship it out right before the holidays.
Yeah. So you can enjoy it with your fams.
Yeah. So a gift from us.
Yeah. So make sure to repost the image, and you'll be good to go.
Yep.
And the hashtag. There we go. Because we won't see just the image. But yeah, I'm excited. Yep. I'm excited for the holidays. Ready to visit with the family.
Mm-hmm.
Get the toys.
Get the toys.
Get the toys. Play with them. But yeah.
All right. So thank you for listening in. As always, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Travis.
Stay spicy, my friends.
Hey everyone, this is Travis Lykins from Token Nerd Podcast, and I'm here today to tell you something about sponsorship. That's right, Token Nerd now has a sponsor. The fine folks at TenaciousToys.com, your source for designer toys, pop vinyl, original art, and more, are now our sponsor. And guess what? As a part of that, you can get 10% off your next order at TenaciousToys.com by entering the code TOKEN10 at checkout. That's right, 10% off. And not only are they giving you this code, they're also going to be sponsoring many of our Token Nerd giveaways in the next coming months. So make sure to follow us at Token_Nerd on Instagram to catch our latest giveaways.